Hi, I'm Connie Townsend, group fitness instructor and personal trainer. I'm here with my volunteers, Shelly and Betsy, and we're at the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center doing a workout that you can do from home with us. It's going you're going to be able to do it if you're low impact or higher impact. It suits all levels and intensities. You just have to adjust it to fit you. We're going to do a little warm-up, then we'll do some cardio and use some weights to work the muscles. We're going to work on balance, and we'll cool down and stretch. So it's a full workout today. We're going to start with a warm-up though. So, shoulders. We're going to roll forward. So we're just stationary right now. We're not moving. Now start making them a little bigger. Only what your shoulders will allow. So if you can't make circles, don't do it. Make them a little bigger. Trying to get all those muscles warmed up, get the blood flowing, get the joints warmed up. All right, bring it back down. Now shoulder roll back. Think about your shoulder blades. They're sliding up your back and down your back. Nice, big, exaggerated movement. Let those arms just dangle. You're moving from the shoulder. Start making it bigger. But only what your joints can do. Two more. One more. All right, take your hands. Let's go up. Inhale and swing back. Inhale, get tall. Start reaching through the fingers. Lengthen the arms. That in turn will start lengthening your spine. Inhale, fill the lungs. Exhale. One more. Same sort of thing, but we're going up from the side. Up and down. Inhale, exhale. Okay, one more. Now we're going to march. Now, if anything gets too hard, it's a little too intense for you, just always come back to a march. Don't just stop. Okay, let's walk it forward and back. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, back, 2, 3, 4. Now take those arms, let's add that little stretch in, up and down. Now if it's too much to add the arms in, just go with the march, the walking forward and back. You can always adjust things higher or lower. Reach through the fingertips. Can you get your arms up beside your ears? One more. We're going to keep walking though, because now arms go up to the up from the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, back. We're gradually getting more and more of the body involved. 4, 3, 2. Now just march it. Widen out the feet a bit. Now we're going to bend at the knees. We're going to bring that heel up, in back, then the other. Alternating heel, hamstring curl, heel pull. Arms out. We're going to pull with the arms too. Pull, pull, pull. And if that's too much to do arms and legs together, just do the legs. All right, let's march it. Now bring your feet a little closer. We're going to kick out to the side. alternating. Out, 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 out. So just let those ankles just kind of wiggle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Now just like we use the arms with the heel pulls, what are we doing? We're going to push side, side. Push out from the shoulder. Keep everything low because we're still warming up. And just do what you can, of course. These are previews of some of the things we'll be doing later in the cardio portion good for the heart and lungs. Okay, in 4, 3, got all the parts warmed up. Let's march it. We're gonna march wider. Okay. Now let's come to a stop. Your toes are facing pretty much forward here. We're gonna bend one knee, keep the other straight, and then back to center. Then go to the other side. So we're starting to stretch those hips. And what you want to do is press through that heel to get yourself back to center, because that takes that pressure off the knee. If that bothers you at all, just kind of press into your heels. All right. Now one more. We're going to go over here. Now we're going to pivot our toes, just face to the side wall. Our back foot is lined up with the toe back there, so don't let it come in. Try to line it up. Your feet are staggered, so you're about hip width apart, not one right in front of the other. Now let's just lean and stretch that back calf. Keep the shoulders back, kind of keep the head up. That helps keep the back straight. We don't need to look at the feet. It's hard to balance. All right, up. And let's just bend this one. Pivot. Gotta take a minute to line up those toes, face in front. And then just bend that front knee a little bit to lean. See, you're trying to get the lower leg to stretch. We'll be moving around in this routine, and so we want the calves and the lower leg to stretch well. All right, let's come on back. Let's inhale, get tall. All right, we're warmed up. So we will be continuing on with our legs. Okay, we're gonna start right off the bat with the legs, the big muscles in the body. Not a problem, we can do it. We'll gradually get into it. First, we're gonna start about a little wider than hip width apart. Your toes are forward. We're gonna do some basic squats. And remember, a squat is not standing up and pushing your knees forward. That will hurt your knees. We wanna push our bottom back. So sit, stand. Now keep that chin level, don't look down. Keep our shoulders back. And how far you go down just depends on you. When you push back up, you're pushing through the heels. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2. Okay, we're gonna add on. We're gonna do one squat, up, now a knee and a knee. So we'll do it again. 2, and a knee and a knee. Sit, stand. You might have to bring your feet a little closer in if you're having trouble balancing. They can be hip width apart now. Up, and down, up, and up. If you need to slow it down, please do. Up, one more. Woo! Now just keep going with the knees up. Alternating knees. Up. Now kind of engage your core here. Your abdominals are helping to lift those knees. So pull that navel back toward the spine. How are we doing? Now before we leave the squat knees, we're going to slow it down in a moment for balancing. In 4, 3, 2, here we go. Up, down, up, down. Really concentrate. So we've slowed it down. It's become a balance exercise. Well, along with muscles. Your core and your legs are busy working. All right, one more each. Up and up. Woo! Rest it. Catch your breath. Whenever we work those big leg muscles, it gets our heart rate up and it gets the breath going faster. All right, hip width are a little wider. We're gonna do the squat again, but this time when we come up, we're gonna do a side leg lift. Let's try a few of those. Now flex your ankles, pull the toes up a little, and out and in, and out. Right now it's slow. Now here's the thing, don't point the toe out. Keep pointing the toe forward, lift. So we're really digging into those hip joints, hip muscles, the stabilizers. Okay, one more. Then we're gonna bring it up in speed. Kick, kick. So don't lift very high, just a little bit, because we're going fast now. Okay, so now stop. Here we go. One squat, one each, side leg lift. Here we go. Down, up, lift, and a lift, and down, up. We're gonna get the rhythm of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down, up, lift, lift, down, up, lift. And you don't need to go very deep. But if your legs are strong, you can go down and up and really use those muscles. All right, one more. Down, up. Now let's slow those leg lifts down again. Finish this little segment with balance. We did them slow for a moment to learn how. Now we don't want to do a lot of like side bend, okay? We don't want too much of this muscle here to help. We want to make those hips work. Keep the toes forward. 4, 3, good job. One more. All right, shake it out. So staying with the theme, squat and a knee lift. We're gonna go directly, as we come up, we're gonna lift those knees. So, just one knee at a time. Looks like this. It's down, knee, whoa, down. Made it a lot more intense. And it's hard to balance because now you're on one leg, one foot, with your knee in the air. So if you want to go just back to those squats, do that. Or if you want to just do knee lifts with no squats, do that. There's a lot of options. 4, 3, woo, 2, one more, and shake it out. We can walk a little bit, kind of keep that heart rate from dropping, because he's bringing the heart rate up, using a lot of leg muscle. One more thing. So, we just did a squat knee. Now we're gonna do a squat, side leg lift. Here we go. Down, lift, down, lift. Whoa. Earlier, we kind of kept them separate. We did a full squat, then we did the side leg lift. With this one, we're combining them. Whoa. My Fitbit said that I was in the zone. Gets the heart rate up. One more each. You got it. March it out. Woo! All right, let's just do some knees up. Knee, knee. Get those arms swinging a little. That helps you balance. Gets the heart rate up. One more, nope. 4, 3, 2. And now side kicks, kick, kick. So it's different than a side leg lift. We're just gonna let those ankles relax. So we're not pointing those toes forward. We're just loosening everything up, all that work we just did. Woo! 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and march it. Woo! All right, so we want to bring that heart rate back down. We're going to take a short break, keep moving around. We're going to get some water. Remember to stay tall. And then we'll come back for some more. All right, we're going to be moving again. Remember that warm-up where we walked forward and back? We're going to do that. We can get our arms involved, or you can keep them low. That is how you regulate your heart rate. So, but first, we have to march. Now, if something is just too much for you, you always just come back to the march. Don't ever just stop. You want to bring that heart rate down gradually. All right, let's walk it forward and back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, remember those arms? Let's get them swinging. Up and down. Or just leave them at your side. So this is a way to get the heart rate up. Or you can just keep them low, and that brings the heart rate down. All right, let's go out to the side. Up and down. So this is a cardio segment. We're working on our heart and lungs, getting them stronger, increasing our endurance. All right, here we go, counting down. 4, 3, 2. All right, march it out, march it out. Get a little wider. We're gonna do some more squats, but this time we're making them cardio. So it's a little squat jump. I'll show you. It's down, up, down, up. Now, you can roll up on the toes, just lift the heels. Kind of hard to get your balance. If you're really high intensity, you can hop. Woo! Or if you're lower intensity, just do a little squat pulse. You're still gonna use those legs. Woo! So pick your level. 4, 3, 2, march it out. Woo! Walk it. All right, arms. Or keep them down, remember. Kind of regulate your intensity. All right, arms out, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Now, we're gonna do little jacks. So your arms are like jumping jack arms, but we're doing a low impact jumping jack. Just kind of a side kick or a side leg lift. Now, if that's too much, get your heart rate up too high, make them smaller. When your arms go up, your leg goes up. So whatever level you want to do. Woo! 4, 3. Let's march it out. Wider. Remember those heel lifts in back. Here we go. Arms, pull. Or just keep them low. Or just don't. So whatever level you want to work at, we'll work at that level. That's the beauty of it. You can adjust to you. Woo! Now, instead of pulling back, we're going to do some little flies out, flying out to the side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. How about side kicks? Just kick out a little. Woo! All right, arms. We're gonna push front. Or just keep those arms down. 4, 3. Now out to the side. Remember the warm-up? We pushed out, kind of from the shoulder, pushing someone away. Or you can keep it low. Or just not at all. Use those arms for balance. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Let's march it. Woo! 4, 3, 2. Walk it forward and back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or swing. Just keep moving, whatever you're doing. If it gets to be too much, you can just march in place. Arms up to the side. And march. So I'm leaving those squat jumps out and the jacks. We're just going to widen out a little, go back to our heels up, pull, 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 pull. Now fly it out. Keep your elbows bent a little bit. 4, 3, little side kicks. Kind of awkward to go from one to the other. Push it. Push it side. Now push it front. Let's vary it a little bit. Keep from getting bored. Push it side. How about one front, one side? Now we're working on coordination and balance. Woo! 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And march it out. Now, no arms at all. Let's march it forward, forward, and back. Smaller steps, lower movement, smaller movement. Bringing that heart rate down gradually. We'll get back to that routine in a little bit, but first we're going to grab one weight and work our muscles. All right, we're going to take a break here, not a break. We're going to slow it down and work our muscles, different muscle groups. So take one weight. Now we just happen to have dumbbells, but you can use anything in your pantry, can of soup or peas or anything like that, or anything that has a little bit of weight in your house that you can hold on to. And we're going to start with the weight just in one hand. So come up to the shoulder, palm faces in. Now in Betsy's case, I'm going to have her, or she can modify, palm faces your body, and that will take off even more pressure on the shoulder as we push up. So you can decide which direction. Now feet, about hip width apart, because In a moment, we'll be adding a knee lift. But first, we'll start with a press. So you're gonna just press up and try to extend that arm up there. It's like you're punching the ceiling with your knuckles. And then when you come back down, don't go any lower than the shoulder. Keep it kind of like you're going from shoulder to ceiling and back to shoulder. Okay, we're gonna keep our knees a little loose. We don't wanna lock them because that makes our back arch. Okay, now, if you can and want to, we're gonna start lifting the opposite knee. So it really becomes a coordination and balance exercise. Now, if that's too much to combine, we've done these before, but if it's just too much, just do the arm for now. So when you combine upper and lower body together, it really it burns calories, it coordinates the body, gets the brain to connect. Okay, come on back down. Now, since the weight is in that arm, we're gonna take the opposite foot and step forward. And so they're staggered, hip width apart. Just go ahead and bend both knees. And you can rest on that leg. Keep your shoulders back. Don't look at your feet, because that tends to make our back round. So keep the chin lifted a little. We're gonna angle out slightly. Now just pull that elbow back. Okay, so that elbow kind of slides past your rib cage a little bit, but we don't want to turn. Belly button pulled toward the spine. That activates all those core muscles. So you're working on the back muscles. Your back is pulling that weight up toward the body, pulling against gravity. That's why we need to be bent over. Pull. Pull. One more. Kind of works your legs a little too because you're in a squatted position, okay? Back up. Legs hip width apart, toes facing front. Because you'll find out in a minute. Now, palm faces your body. We're gonna go out to the side, but only shoulder height, no higher, and down. Now, if your weight is too heavy, maybe find something a little lighter. Or if you're doing just fine and you feel like you need to increase the work, you can grab something a little heavier. Now, don't let that shoulder float up toward the ear. Just keep it down. All right, 3. Oh, wait, we're gonna add opposite leg. Remember those leg lifts we did earlier? Whoa, can we add that in? That's a challenge. So, if you're able to, go for it. It just, I'm giving you some variations so that you don't get tired of just doing one thing. But you always can just break it down and do arm only or leg only. How about one more? Woo! Feeling that muscle on the side of the shoulder. So, we're gonna change. Because if you do one side, you gotta do the other, sorry. All right, where did we start? We started with the shoulder press. So come on up, shoulder, facing the shoulder, elbow in close, and knuckles first, up and down. So your body is working a lot too. So keep that navel pulled in. You have the abdominals, keeping the spine nice and supported and neutral. Now, if you want to, you can add that opposite knee, but only if you can get your balance. You could be beside like a countertop or something and just hold on if you want to do that. So this is a way to make it more intense, make it a kind of a full body workout. Or here's a way to do it too. You can do one arm, one knee. You can separate them. So there's always a modification. All right, come on back down. We're going to take that opposite leg, step forward a little bit, and just sit down. Kind of push the bottom back behind. You're angled a little bit, palm in, and pull. Draw the navel toward the spine, of course. You'll get tired of hearing that. But as we're working our back muscles, we're working our core muscles as well. Pull. Woo! 4, 3, and one more. Okay, come on up. Let's finish this with the side raise. Palm in, up and down. Go your own speed. Remember to relax that shoulder. You don't want it helping you. Glance out there once in a while, see if it's coming out to the side like it's supposed to. Now, if you want, you can add that leg lift. Be careful. And with these, it's not a kick, it's a lift, so keep that toe pointed forward. You're working in the hip. So all kinds of ways to make things harder, but also ways to make things easier. Remember, you can do one arm, one leg. Keep them separate, or put them together, or don't do the legs. 4, 3, 2. All right, roll them around. And take it one end in each hand, hang it front. Let's tuck the chin and just let that weight kind of pull us down a little bit, stretch the upper back. So go get a drink, kind of stay moving a little bit, and we'll be back for more. Okay, we're moving again. Let's march first. Remember, this is where you can stay if you want to. When we start swinging our arms, you can just swing them or not swing them. Nice and tall, shoulders back, head high. In 4, 3. Walk it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Arms or no arms. Same routine as before. We're just kind of alternating between cardio and weights. Gives the body a little chance to recover between. All right, we're coming back for those little squat jumps. Here we go. So just roll up on the toes, or just do some little squats, not very deep, or jump it if you want. Woo! In 4, 3, heart rate's up, march it. Phew! And walk it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, outward arm swing. We're actually working on your flexibility in your shoulders too. Trying to get them up beside the ears. Reach out through the fingertips, make them long. All right, coming back for those little jacks. Here we go. Little kick, little side kick. You can just start with that. Now, our elbows bent, so don't make them too straight. Don't want to strain the elbows. You can keep them low or make them higher. You decide. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. March it out. Wide feet. We'll start with this heel. We're gonna pull it in. Here we go. Heel, heel. Pull. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep it going with the heels up. Fly it out. Now, if these get too much, you can just, little tap side to side is fine. In 4, 3, 2, pull it again. 1, 2, and fly it. That's the pattern. Pull, a pull, out, and out. Pull, pull, out, out. Or no heels at all. That's okay. So remember, just do what you can. Whoops, messed myself up. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't follow me. Last one. March it out. When we get too much going on, our brain can't quite coordinate it all. Side kicks. And front push. Really working those hips today. Side push. 4, 3. All right, back to the front push. 2 of them. Push, push, side push. Front push. Side. Gotta really think about it. And whatever you're doing, that's okay. Doesn't have to look like this. One more set. Push front, push side, march it out. In 4, 3, walk it forward and back. Arms or no arms. 1, 2, 3, tap, back, 2, 3, tap. Woo! We're not going to do those awful squat jumps. Now arms out to the side, up and down and up and down. And no squat jacks. One more. All right, march it out, march it out. Widen out, heel up, other heel. Pull it. 4, 3, fly it out to the side with the arms. Keep the elbows bent. We don't want to strain those elbows. Pull it again. 4, 3, fly it out to the side. Woo! And a little side kick. Woo-wee! 4, 3, let's push front. 4, 3, push it side. Push it front. Whoops, we don't need to kick it front, but you can if you want. And push it side. And 4, 3, let's march it. All right, so getting the arms involved, all those different directions, actually works muscles, but it gets that heart rate up. So if the heart rate gets too high, you just bring your arms lower. Let's walk it. No arms this time, just let them help you balance. Nice and tall. Big deep breaths. Small steps. Bringing the heart rate back down. Because in a moment we'll be doing the cool down. Working some core muscles and finishing up One more. All right, let's march it. So keep walking around, keep moving around. Get the heart rate down gradually and slowly. Get some water. All right, go get your one weight again, or can of soup, or frozen chicken, I don't know, whatever you have that has some weight to it. Okay, we are going to start with working our core muscles, and then we'll finish with our cool down. So take your weight and kind of put it up near your shoulder. You can set it on there if you want, but just up near the head. All right, belly button pulled in. So engage here first, and then we're going to do a side flexion. So we're kind of think about your spine as a whole line of vertebrae that are just kind of moving one at a time. But we have to have the core muscles engaged first before we go sideways. Now don't go too far off center. Just whatever you feel like those muscles can support. Not too far. So you're strengthening not only the side muscles, but everything around your middle. All right, one more. Okay, come on back up. Let's bring it down. Now loosen up the elbow. Don't lock it. And bring it out from the body a little bit. Not too far. We don't want to really engage the shoulder too much. We want to bring it down. Now, lock the body in place and let that arm just swing around in an arc, a semicircle. So as your body, as your abdominals keep your body from moving, so we're not turning, not yet. When you lock the body in place, that's using those core muscles. You're also using all the tiny little stabilizing muscles around the shoulder. So this is a good minor muscle exercise. So it's not the big muscles like the presses. We're working all the big muscles. This is working the finer ones. All right, now unlock the body. Let's turn a little bit. Your feet are pretty close. They're about hip width apart. And we don't want to bend our knees. Just kind of keep the knees straight so you can feel that around the middle. Your body is controlling that weight. We've done these many times before in the past as well. They're a good exercise for the rotator muscles. So the side muscles act as both flexors, flexing side to side, and rotating. All right, last one there. Let's switch hands. So we're back up at the shoulder, elbow in. Just hold it in close, because it's just added weight up here. Draw the navel back. And we're just gonna flex sideways, not too far. If you're having trouble balancing, you can widen out the feet a little bit. Feel those core muscles, those side muscles, they're all working together to stabilize the spine. Only just do a few. You don't need to do very many. Kind of holding the hips still. One more. Okay, bring it down. Loosen it up a little and then out from the body to give it some weight. Lock the body in place. Don't let the body move as just the arm is circling. If it bothers anything in your shoulder, keep it lower then. Kind of keep it down close to your body. So when you're moving backward, you're using the rear deltoid. When you're moving forward, you're using the front deltoid of the shoulder. Lift it out from the body, you're using the side deltoid. There's several parts to the shoulder, and you get to use all of them in this exercise. All right, on this next one, let's unlock the body and just turn, let the weight, the momentum of the weight, rotate us around. So your feet are pretty close. Drawing the navel in the whole time. Really engaging all those muscles. Tighten them up so that they can kind of start being automated. We want to make the core engagement automatic. We stabilize, then we mobilize, and we're trying to learn or build that habit. All right, come on back. So let's sit, set the weight kind of aside a little bit so you don't step on it. And let's go back to the very beginning where we rolled the shoulders forward. Think about those shoulder blades really loose back there. They're floating up and down your back. Start getting a little bit bigger. Maybe at this point our shoulders have a better range of motion than when we started, because all the blood, the oxygenated blood that ran through all those joints and warm muscles. All right, come back down. Let's roll the shoulders back. Up and around. Really get them mobile, exaggerated, big movement. But don't lift with your elbows. Don't lift with your arms. Now you can start lifting the arms a little bit. You're still lifting with the shoulders. A little bigger. Okay, now arms at your side, palms facing backward. One up, one down. Pull back and switch. All right, well that was a full workout. We used all the muscles and we got the heart rate up. So we worked the heart muscle as well. We did a lot of balancing, doing our stretching now. I want to thank my volunteers again for being good sports and helping me out. And we want to thank the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center for letting us use their beautiful dance floor. So, make sure you're drinking your water. Let's put both hands down. Let's come on back. Then let them drop. Your shoulders are back and down. You have perfect posture. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again.